football coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. To the 33-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rivers to throw it. That's complete to Robinson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Open man is Trey Burton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, the 20, 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. First down, a run with Cohen. A beautiful fake. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Switch. Check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He juked him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Rivers. It's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rivers on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
58, come on.
58, wahoo.
Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Hey, Delta! Room!
On play action, Rivers. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check three. Alert three.
Red Delta!
Kill.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Get up! 180! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Hey, ball! Guys, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Watch the safety creep.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Wood. 57. Mike, 57.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Trubisky to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on third down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the toss, Cohen. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Alert!
57's the mic. Watch 57. Come on, baby.
18.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
49.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
61, matchbox, right.
Now Trubisky. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Delta! Wait!
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Rivers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
3rd and 12.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Go. I'm going back to you. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Hey, Rocket.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Alert. Hey, high 7.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 49's the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky completes it to Miller. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Rivers now finding Mike Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Rivers on the money, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Check 3, check 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run it here with Hunt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action. Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check. Cluster. Switch. Wait, 89.
To throw again. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Rivers on 1st down. Robinson's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Badgley able to knock this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it hard. Ran, go. Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
You